All right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy. And update 5.8 just dropped about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. As of me recording this, it's about 3:45 in the morning. Took me like an hour or so to get into the game. And after I came in, my first thoughts were same as always. Let me check out the new characters, see if anything changed with them. Let me check out the new uniforms and give you guys my thoughts on it. But honestly, I did none of that. I've been here for an hour and about a half, almost 2 hours now, right? Realistically, just contemplating my life and just how much time I've invested in this game. Just knowing that at the drop of a hat, the developers can just completely restructure the game and make all the effort, time, and money myself and all of us have invested in this game absolutely nothing. What am I talking about? Well, you guys seen the patch notes, right? They told us that in this update, they were going to be making a few changes. They were going to be nerfing War Boss Ultimate and how the bosses interact with mind control strikers specifically. In the beta, we saw something different, right? We saw that all debuff effects, charm, entice, time freeze, mind control, they were all being affected. However, in the patch notes, they said specifically it's gonna be mind control. Now, my first thoughts, my initial thoughts were, what makes mind control so much different than time freeze, entice, charm, and all those other stuff that were designed specifically for World Boss Ultimate? What makes that tool so much more powerful than the others? In my opinion, nothing. So why is it being nerfed when the others are not? Listen to me now. I'm not saying I want everything to be nerfed. I'm just trying to get like my thoughts in order. I want to see what the developers are thinking, right? Because it doesn't make sense to me. Why would you nerf one but not the others? The simple answer is one seems to be used way more frequently. So that to me says that in the future, if charm and entice replaces how powerful mind control and how frequently mind control gets used, then that will be next up in the line of things to nerf. That is definitely not how you approach a situation like this, one that you created. It doesn't make sense to me, especially when you sold us characters and their entire value for some of them comes from their ability. Characters like Rachel Summers. Many people did not like her from the get-go. They didn't think she lived up to the name. However, she came in with something amazing, which was the mind control and how frequently she could do it even before the recent change, making it so that every striker was doing the same skill. So people bought her for that very reason. Now you're going to nerf how she interacts in World Boss, completely destroying her value. Not just her though. There are characters like, for example, Emma Frost, right? Emma Frost can barely do anything in this game, even with her mind control. Without it, she's even more worthless than she currently is. She's not the only one being affected by this. You recently sold us a uniform for Apocalypse. Part of the uniform's value comes from the mind control, right? So I want to know where this game is headed. That's what I want to know. So when an effect that you create, then sell to the player base, gets too popular, right? What are you going to do? Just nerf it? That to me is a terrible business practice. A terrible business practice because it tells me that at any time you feel like something is too powerful or too popular, you can just go back and nerf it after you've already made your money. That is a terrible way to approach things, especially when I can see you guys definitely in the future creating more effects like you've already started to do, right? Like for Captain America in the new uniform, the Hydra uniform, he now has reality manipulation, which is just another word for time freeze or mind control because they all do the same thing, tomato, tomato. So it says to me that at some point in the future, now that you've nerfed mind control, you could easily just start selling a new thing that does the same thing as mind control, but leave that unnerfed for a couple months, a couple years, and then go back and nerf it later on when people like me, YouTube content creators, promote the hell out of how good this thing is. It makes me feel really shitty that I promoted mind control for years, from characters like Scarlet Witch. I will always tell new players, come into the game, bro, pick up Scarlet Witch. She's going to make the game so much easier for you, so much more fun for you. She'll help you get yourself situated in the game until you have the skill to carry on, right? And now you're going to do something like this where you nerf characters long after people invested tons of money, time, and effort into it. It is absolutely ridiculous, right? However, that is not the only reason why I'm starting this video and making this video. In the patch notes, they told us one thing. However, I'm seeing at least two things that's happening here. Ladies and gentlemen, do you guys remember, like if you've been following the channel for a while, every time I get a new character on my account, I pretty much always test them out in World Boss with and without strikers. And some people always message me saying, yo, bro, why are you testing out characters without strikers? We don't care what they can do without strikers because we're never going to use them without mind control strikers or defense down strikers. And I always tell you guys that you never know when we're going to get new content that requires us to play without strikers, or when a day like now happens, when you no longer have mind control and you no longer have defense down working the way how it's been working for the past however long. Realistically, yes, ladies and gentlemen, they have nerfed characters like Deadpool. They have nerfed characters like Sabretooth. They have nerfed characters like Doctor Strange. No, I am not losing my mind. I have tested it over and over and over again for the past hour or so that I've been sitting here, and I'm just really contemplating what the heck is going on and where this game is headed. Ladies and gentlemen, before this update, my Deadpool with a CTP of regen, he was pushing 80 plus proximal. He was pushing 90 Corvus Clave. He was easily pushing Cull Obsidian, right? Basically anywhere that defense down was supposed to work, he was easily cutting through it. Now, my Deadpool can barely do 50. You guys may say, well, that's a personal problem. No, it's a server-wide problem. I can guarantee you, pick up any one of your characters that you are using defense down with, and you're going to notice a massive drop-off in just how much damage they're doing. The only characters that I see right now holding value quite strongly are the characters that were incredibly powerful without defense down before. Characters like King Namor, characters like Sharon Rogers. It's just sad. And characters like Mr. Fantastic. If you were one of the people who were using defense down strikers before and you were pushing to 99, I can guarantee you take those same defense down strikers in right now into World Boss, you're going to notice at least 20 or 30 levels drop off. That does not come from losing mind control strikers, right? Because some of these characters do not require the boss to stand still. They just require you to put some defense down on and just get your grind on, slay on, whatever you call it. So something else is going on here in addition to the mind control thing. Could it be a bug? Sure, it could be. But would I put it past these guys to nerf defense down and mind control, the two things that we've been promoting for the past year or so, saying, get this character, they have defense down, they make the game a little bit easier for you, they allow you to push higher levels? No, I would definitely not put it past these guys, right? So I want to know, what do you guys think of this? Am I the only one experiencing this? And if so, tell me what I'm doing wrong. Because honestly, this is absolutely asinine. The whole mind control thing shouldn't have happened in the first place. If you're going to nerf one, nerf all, or nerf none at all, like they should have been from the get-go. You sold these things. You sold them. They're a part of the character's value. When you nerf them in World Boss, where are we supposed to use these effects? We're supposed to use mind control in Shadowland? Really? We're supposed to buy characters, right, and use them in Shadowland for their mind control. So what makes, for example, these defense down effects that you're putting on characters that only apply, like the all defense nonsense that's on I'm gonna have to use them again. What makes these defense down or these all defense reduction like effects, right, any different from the regular defense down that ignores immunity? if it's not working in World Boss. The two are one and the same now, right? And now that mind control barely works in World Boss, it's now become a Shadowland effect. So to all of you guys, all I'm gonna say is you might want to stop buying characters that have new game-changing effects, because you never know when they're gonna get nerfed after you spend a whole bunch of money on them. It sounds like I'm being bitter, because I am. I keep it real with you guys. This update is a mixed bag. There are some changes that I really like. Like, for example, Red Skull and Dr. Octopus getting amazing uniforms. The Danger Room changes are actually not that bad, right? I played a match in the Danger Room and they actually reduced the boss's HP to go along with the fact that you no longer have ISOs and custom gears. Definitely did not expect them to do that, but they did do that. So I have to praise them for that. I love the fact that this guy's getting a uniform. There's some good changes here, but there are definitely some really bad ones as well. So I want to know just what the heck is going on. You guys may think I'm crazy, right? Let me show you guys what happens when I use the same team that I was using before to push 90 plus Corvus and 80 plus Proxima. You cannot tell me, regardless of what build I have on Deadpool, there was no way that I would be doing this little damage against Proxima, right, with a team like this. Absolutely insane, ladies and gentlemen. So you can tell me if you think this looks right to you. We're gonna do like 1 minute of the fight, right? And I just want to know. I just want to know, what is this? What is this? Like, before this update, Proxima would have been dead. Dead. Like, dead to right in under a minute using this setup for Deadpool. Strikers not needed, right? So I just want to know what the heck is going on, and why was defense done, like, tampered with, when it was not mentioned in the patch? Is it a bug? Is it because characters like Scarlet Witch have defense down and mind control linked together on their skills, so they were trying to nerf that and they ended up nerfing it for everyone? I don't know, because it's still showing here that you can stack it to abnormal levels, like above 100%. But for some reason, I'm not seeing the insane numbers that I could see before, right? And it's not just a Deadpool thing, so don't just say, oh, it's a Deadpool nerf. No. From what I'm seeing right now, it's a server-wide, like, defense down nerf for everybody. And I can pull up Sabretooth here really quickly and show you guys that his damage, even in this uniform, is not that good anymore. It's just so sad, man. Like, the first day of every update is generally very, very good for me, right? It means I can have a lot of fun. Man, it's just sad. People bought this uniform and spent their hard-earned cash or crystals, right, getting it to Mythic. Before this, Sabretooth was cutting to like 70, 80 like he was nothing, right? And I know you guys gonna say, oh, well, you don't have Weapon X in here. He didn't need that. Not for 50, bro. Not for 50. Definitely not for 50, bro. Like, even without this uniform, like, come on, man. Like, something is going on with the defense down, or the boss's HP or something, right? But I don't think it's the boss's HP, because characters that hit really hard, like Mr. Fantastic and Namor, they melt. They still do a lot of damage. And I'm going to show you guys Mr. Fantastic here really, really quickly, right? So something else is going on, and I think it has to do with defense down. That's just it. All right, let me just bang this out really quickly. Let me just get his tier 3 off, and there you have it. That's it. That's it. He's just raining punches. Like, it's just crazy, right? That's how 50 was going down before. Like, Deadpool was doing even faster because he was having 112% defense down and stacking like crazy. So either the defense down is not stacking anymore or something is going on with her, because it's not just her. It's all of the bosses. I tried. Like, it doesn't make sense, right? So I don't know why they would target 2 of the debuff effects and not the others. But regardless, none of them should have been targeted, because let me actually take them out of the team, because I don't want her to accidentally kill like the boss or nothing. So I'm just gonna show you guys really quickly that Luna Snow's Entice didn't get nerfed. So you can see at the top there, 6. Just gonna wait again. So like it's still working. I probably shouldn't get her killed. Like, it's still working. Still working. Like, no matter how many times I use it, it still works. So unlike with the beta, where it was going away in like 1 second, it still works. Like, it still works. It still works perfectly fine. Rachel, you guys can tell me if you think this is fair, right? All right. So that's 1. So that should give us the full 5 seconds. That's 2. Yep. Yep. And now it's gone. Yep. Now it only lasts for a second. So I want to know why people with charm, they get to keep their debuff for as long as possible, right? For as long as it's supposed to. But people with mind control, they should just have it be nerfed. Why? Because it gets used more. Because it's more popular. Like, we didn't spend the same amount of money, or in some cases more money, to like buy defense down strikers or like mind control strikers. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, it's absolutely stupid. What do you mean? What do you mean? What makes one more nerf worthy than the other? Just because you randomly feel like it after you messed up? That's absolutely stupid. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up right here. I don't want to waste your time showing you stuff that you probably already like figured was gonna be the case. I just want to show you. So Jean Grey's time freeze definitely still works. I tested it, right? Doctor Strange's time freeze will still work on any stage that doesn't have the cut time modifier. It's just the defense down on his tier 3 or defense down on any character for that matter that seems to not be working, and mind control is also being like obliterated. You guys can tell me if you think it's fair and they should just nerf anything that's super popular, and if that's the case, nothing will ever like be popular again in this game for long, because as soon as it gets too popular, it's just gonna get nerfed. So what's the point of even buying or building any character anymore? You know what I'm saying? It's just absolutely stupid. But then again, they're now essentially destroying their own character. And then now they're going to have to find new ways to kind of catch our eye to make us want to buy characters. Because before, when we see defense down or time freeze or mind control, we say, you know what? This character could be good for a world boss. So let's build them. Let's buy them for that reason. But now, you probably shouldn't be buying or building characters for certain effects that work in World Boss, because if at any point they get super popular, guess what? It's now nerf worthy. I'm just saying. Till next time, stay safe. I know this is not a typical day 1 hype video, so some of you guys are going to be like super upset. But I got to keep it real with you. Like, you know me, I'm not going to come in here and pretend like everything is hunky-dory. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole sunshine and nah, bro. It's not sunshine and rainbows, okay? Right? It's not. Like, it's a mixed bag. I like the uniform. I like the fact that we have Taskmaster. Viper, I love her. Right. Zemo is kind of like whatever. Danger Room is okay. right? The changes to Alliance Conquest seems to not be in effect just yet because the rewards still look like doo-doo, right? I'm just saying, and this box is absolutely insulting. Like, participate 30 times in Alliance Conquest for a chance of getting a 5-star boost ISO or some 3-star Urus. They can kiss my ass. Anyways, I'm still not playing this game mode. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but to give people those kind of rewards for their time and effort is absolutely disrespectful. So if you're gonna disrespect me with those shitty rewards, I'm gonna have to start disrespecting you. I'm just saying, kick me off the program. I don't care. I've been doing this before that, so it doesn't matter to me. Till next time, boys and girls, stay safe. I love you guys, and I will catch you in the next one. If there's a next one, I'm gone.